especially I think Japanese women, when they fall for a guy, they become very self-sacrificing. Let me cook for you, let me clean for you, I'll do everything. And so they go to the host club and then they feel like if I can spend more money on him, maybe he'll like me. And then hosts can sort of, because night work is all the same, can sort of suggest,
you get more money as a prostitute.
Meshida jokes about Japan. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this channel, I will introduce funny Japanese culture. And today's guest is all the way from New Zealand, Lai-chan!
Hi!
The reason why I invited her today because today's YouTube theme is Host Club! Meshida! And Lai-chan, you used to go to the host club.
So I've been to host clubs in Osaka, Hiroshima, and Tokyo.
Can you introduce what is the host club?
So it's kind of like a hostess club, except with attractive men, or really funny, interesting men, not always attractive, serving females or women who go as customers.
Why did you go there?
Why do you go to hostess?
I was saying, maybe you want to fulfill desire for approval. No.
I just think they're hot and it's really fun. They're good at doing lots of tension while drinking. High tension? That's Japanese, right?
Yeah, high
lots
tension.
of energy while drinking.
Yeah. Meshida. So you enjoy drinking with them?
Yeah.
How did they like entertain you?
I mean, you could do drinking calls and
Drinking
also
call.
nomikoru, so songs, drinking songs, sorry. And also just like anything you want to talk about, because you're paying. So I can just be like, I want to talk about this, and that's what you talk about. If I'm feeling really bad, I don't have to worry about getting drunk and crying because they're paid to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, like with your friends, I feel like I don't want to bother them, but
Yeah,
with
because
this, it's like...
in Japan, you are like a cookie umenai.
No, I'm paying for it.
I know, that's why, because usually you have to need the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So that's why if you pay, I'm paying. Listen to my talk.
You get to be really mean, like, tell me a story that'll make me laugh in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. And then if they don't do it, you're just like, okay, next.
So you enjoy being queen.
Yeah.
Same as Japanese salarymen. Why they go to the hostesses?
I'll tie a tie around my head.
Meshida. What kind of Japanese women go there? What do you think? I know your perspective.
Yeah. Mostly, I mean, I think a lot of my friends, normal friends, want to go, but they're too scared because it's like night work and they don't, it's kabukicho and it's scary. So the people I've usually seen actually going are usually people who work at night, often hostesses. So they work as a hostess, have all these old salarymen come and they're like, you're so funny, oh wow. And then they want the chance after work to go and just be like, get me another drink. And the people do it for them. So it's like their turn kind of thing.
I understand because hostesses showed honne in front of a host.
Yes.
Become queen.
The host is probably sitting there going, this is really boring too.
And the host after working there, usually host where?
I think usually they go home with someone sometimes.
But I think, so hostess after working hostess club, go to host. And the host after working host, go to hostesses to relieve their stress. That's like a Japanese night entertainment. Good circulation.
Wish that happened because working as a hostess, all my customers are old men.
You worked there before.
Yeah, what I have seen is usually, especially in Tokyo, after work, hosts will go with their customer because they finish at 1 o'clock. So they'll do after. And they'll go drinking at bars or supper clubs until morning with a customer. So you don't get much free time if you're a host. It's a really competitive situation. Most of your time is spent with your customers. My daytime friends are always like, oh, you've been to a host club? I want to go too. Can you take me? Because they're too scared to go alone.
Yeah, it's very kind of niche there. Because our image, you spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like you, some women enjoy drinking with a host safely. Did you enjoy?
Yeah, and it is really safe in a way as well. Like, because if I got really drunk, the host just puts you in a taxi home because they want you to come back. Whereas if you get really drunk in a club, you have to be more worried about what will happen sometimes. But hosts are like being paid to look after you. So you don't have to worry as much.
When you were young, you went to nightclub and you had some experiences and then finally you went to host club and you're drinking. I don't want to ask anything because everyone has a past.
Meshida.
This channel, of course, not only talk about the good side of a host club. I want to talk about the dark side of a host club. You said before you went to them more than 100 times, maybe.
Probably.
So of course you saw some like a dark side.
Not much. I've seen more about it on the internet because nothing's really anyone around me. Everyone who went with me as well was just like, let's go for an hour, have fun, go home. So I never saw the dark side at all. But on the internet and things, they often say that, like, especially I think Japanese women, when they fall for a guy, they become very self-sacrificing. Let me cook for you, let me clean for you, I'll do everything. And so they feel, they go to the host club and then they feel like, if I can spend more money on him, maybe he'll like me. And then hosts can sort of, because night work is all the same, can sort of suggest, you know, you'd get more money as a prostitute instead of working as a hostess. And then women can move into prostitution and sort of all the money they earn, they spend at that host club on that guy kind of thing. There's that sort of circle there as well.
So some point, I mean, host clubs produce prostitutes.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But you said it's a Japanese women, but Japanese men also spend a lot of money to the idol.
Yeah.
Even though they never talked with them. Because host club, if you go there, you can talk.
Yeah.
And then host treated you as a queen. But Japanese men just pay a lot, like idol, and then they don't get back anything. Just spend the money.
Japan has a really big culture of oen, like support. So it's like, I like this girl, so I'm gonna support her so she becomes number one. Which I don't really get. I'm not that type of person. I'm like, I'll pay if I'm enjoying it, but I'm not gonna give you money just to support you.
I know. I think in English, we call it support, but foreign people say waste of money.
Meshida.
You have experience working as a hostesses. What do you think? What is it different, like host and hostesses? How to treat customers?
Some of it's the same. Like everyone's sort of, you're pretending that you like your customer because you want them to think, oh,
I know.
Maybe she really likes me.
Sometimes I misunderstood, you know.
That's the point.
Yes, she texted me and, oh really? But always, please come to praise, you know.
Text every day and pretend that you like them and how's your day going?
I'm not sure. I would imagine it's probably easier to go home with a host.
It's just in general, one, I think men tend not to have as much of a stigma about sleeping around, whereas women tend to sort of have to, you know, like if you're not careful, you'll be called a slut or whatever. One, there's probably more chance that they don't mind it anyway. And two, like a lot of people, especially in Japan, I don't know if especially in Japan, but people sort of say men are more like about the chase. So once they've slept with a woman, they're not interested. Whereas women, I feel like if a guy sleeps with you, you're more like, oh, maybe he likes me. Because that's how women deal with it. And this is all very stereotypical, of course. It's not the same for everyone.
Yeah.
There are definitely hosts and hostesses who do both and entirely up to them. But like as a stereotype, I think it's quite common to sort of think of like erechu, like elevator kiss.
Erechu?
Elevator kiss on the way in the elevator down.
There is a word?
I think
Specific
so.
word? Erechu?
Oh, I don't know. It might be slang with my people I spoke to. I'm not sure if everyone knows it or it's just my friend slang. But and it's like after when they do miyokuri, they show you to the door and they take you down. And so because you're by yourself in the elevator, there's time for the host to kiss you, kind of like.
In the hostesses, sometimes hostesses touch my ear. I feel, oh my god. Host club sometimes kissed.
Because they take you actually out the building. So when you ride the elevator down, usually it's just you two. If there's other people, they'll just wait and be like, you go first. Because
you've got that private moment so you can exchange numbers or talk.
Okay, that's why women into host and spend a lot of money.
Some of them. I think it's very easy to think, oh my god, he loves me, and then go back to see him and spend more money. Like you have to be careful that every time people go, that always happens at least once or twice. And then they get used to it and they're just like, if guys are like, but you're so beautiful, you're like, drink, come on, drink. And you just ignore it. But at the beginning, it's very easy to be like, oh, maybe.
Yeah. I trust you because you dated host 2 times. How many times did you edit you?
Meshida.
My YouTube channel, most of viewers are foreign men, and they are interested in kind of Japanese women.
I mean, foreign hosts are really popular. Like,
Really?
Yeah, because Japanese women like foreigners.
Yeah.
So the only trouble is, like, of course, there are a minimum language level you have to have.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
And also the visa you're on. So if you're here on permanent residency or a spousal visa, that's fine. If you're here on a working holiday, technically it's not allowed. But
some places.
I mean, technically it's illegal, but I would imagine also where you are would depend. Because I would imagine Kabukicho is going to have more police going through. Whereas if you're like in a host club, not in a popular area of Osaka, the police probably never come by.
Okay, don't accept her advice. There's a risk, you know.
There's definitely a risk.
Yeah. I think the host world is very strict rules.
Yeah.
The seniority system when they were young.
And also, another dark side, I think
Yeah.
most host clubs are connected to the Yakuza.
But I think night entertainment
Is all.
actually just we don't know,
Yeah.
but connected to kind of. Yeah.
Probably.
It's kind of very normal.
Yeah. But there's definitely lots of seniority. Like, the guy above you tells you to drink this, you have to drink that.
Yeah.
And you can make yourself sick from drinking too much. And it is hard.
Yeah.
And you don't get paid very well unless you're really good.
Yeah, same as porn actors. It's a very tough job.
Oh god, you just had me this image. If someone says a porn actor, drink this, and you have to drink it.
Meshida.
When you went to there, did you enjoy talking with host? They're funny? What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, you know, you get to talk about what you want and drink and have fun.
Still, you want to go there?
Yes.
Really? Because, of course, you know, I organized a lot of comedy shows, and then many funny comedians always came. And then after comedy, we enjoy talking. That's enough. You can enjoy talking with us. No? Why?
Well, I mean,
Oh my god. Later, we are not like 20. We are over 30. We should be matured. The most important thing about human is not here. Here, you know?
that's why you're always watching here.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you are interested in going to host club, maybe contact her. She knows a good host club. Thank you very much for sharing it. Do you have any joke?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No, of course not.
Okay.
So thank you very much. So see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.